Hello everyone, we are here again, this time with a BC4 game with Andrii Okulov from Ukraine and Matjaz Bartol from Slovenia. Hi everyone, if you are listener as from Ukraine or Slovenia, welcome here to the live stream. Chat with us, say some things that you want to interact. Here we start the game with the first hand. Matjaz Bartol plays one good ball that made that Andrii have to quit the ball there and try to place it. The ball was not good, and now Matjaz have the chance to enter to the ball, gain position in front of the game, and now pass the way to Andrii Okulov. This is one game of Group C. This game is to see who is the player who will stand in the third position. Both of them lost the first game of the first two games of the groups, and in the other games Samuel Andrzejczyk and Julian Siabanu will try to get the first place and get the quarterfinals of the championship. In the other court we have at this moment tough games to reach the first place. In court number 3 in the BC1 we have D-Mac and David Smith, both with two victories in the previous games, trying to get the first place in the group. And in the other groups, all games depending one for the others to see who will make the first in the group. We remember that we have 5 pools, and in that way the quarterfinals will pass the first of each group and the 3 best second place with points qualifier. At this moment in the pool A, Artem Kolinko stays in first, and Boris Nikolai will not play because he's injured. So in that way, Artem Kolinko have that one and win against Samsonov too. So if he is in good position to try to make first in the group, if he is able to win Melissa Osmanovic, and in this moment the game is 0-0. On the other side, Samsonov is waiting for that game because he needed to try to pass in first. In the pool B of BC4, the pool is finished. Yuk Wing-Leong with 3 wins finish in first and pass to the quarterfinals, and Vasily Agach is waiting for the points qualifier. At this moment he has score under 3, so he's have to wait about it, but can be difficult for him. But only when all games are finished we can say it. In pool C is the pool that we are seeing here. The game is, like I said before, the decision of first place will be in the game with Samuel and Julian, and the winner of that game will make the first place. In pool D, in police, Stephen Maguire still have 2 wins, and if he win this game, he'll finish in first. However, if he lost this game against Marco Di Spaltro, he and the winner of the game between Nico Vasili and Carlo Oliveira will fight for the first place, and all depends about it, because if Nico wins and Steven lose, Nico will make the first place, and if Carla wins and Steven lose, Steven gets the first place, but we will have to wait about it. So in that way, it's difficult at this moment, Carla, to achieve the first place of the group. In the group E, Pawn Shop Larpayan is playing now against Ivan Frolov, against Mikhaila Balkova, I'm sorry. And Mikhaila Balkova, if she won and Ivan Frolov won all of these 3 players, we will have the same points, and we have to see at the end how is the situation. And same thing happens in the game of the group F, but this group will only play in the next line of games. So here in the first hand, Matjaz Bartol won the first hand 4-0 against Andrii Okulov, and now the game is on the second hand. Matjaz Bartol plays a very good ball before. Okulov opened the situation and then placed the ball near the red, and now Matjaz Bartol tried to push on the red but push on the blue, and it was not good for him, and he will try to do again. He used this very hard ball to remove the blue there, but the ball don't beat there. At this moment, at the finish of the first hand, Nico Vasili is winning Carla 2-0, and Stephen Maguire is winning 2-0 against Marco Spaltro. Okay, now it's time to the measure of the referee, and we will see what he will say about the score of this end. And the players agree with the referee, and now we will show the score of this end. One point for Matjaz Bartol, and at this moment Matjaz is winning 5-0 against Andrii. So at this moment we have the opportunity to have here two referees, Suna from Germany and Sandra Monteiro from Portugal, and with them we can talk a little about the paper of the referees here in the championships. Welcome here to the live stream. Sandra and Suna, welcome here. We have here one referee that is in the Bosnia along of the last years, and Suna is the first competitions that you made in Bosnia International. What is the real paper of the referees here in the Bosnia games?
The game is for the players, but of course the referees are very important to keep things running smoothly, to make sure that rules are applied and there's fair play in all moments of the competition.
Okay, and the rules are still in continuous changing, and during the 4 years of the Paralympic Games, there are some changes that the BC4 is making. This is a difficult situation for the referees to have to be new rules during the years.
Yes, there were times where rules were changing too many times, and it is very difficult to apply them because of that. These last 4 years, things have been changing, but in a different way. So I think it's the transition after a new rule is applied is getting better. Some things still have to change, so it's a work in progress.
And the referees are here in this process. The BC4 take attention to the referees' ideas in that.
Yes, there is a rules committee, but there's also a referees committee. And everyone has, anyone can give opinions and share things that worries everyone on court, for example. And I think all referees are heard if they want to.
Suna, this is the first time that you referee an international competition, or not? This is your first time in working?
Yes, I did my course last year in Dubai, and I was on a World Open, but as a trainee, and now it's my first one.
As official referee.
Yes.
And what do you see in Bosnia that make you to take that decision? Bosnia is not an usual sport. What's your connection with the sport to want it?
It's a fascinating sport, and it's fascinating what the players can do on court, and you can meet lots of very fascinating people, and I love the sport. So.
And you, the connection with Bosnia is only. So we have here a great moment by Ponchok. I changed the name, but we return here to our conversation. Your connection is only by referee, or you make another papers in Bosnia?
I'm a teacher on a school for disabled pupils, and there we have a boccia team, and I'm training them. But if I'm on national tournaments, I'm just a referee.
Okay. And the old referees receive the new referees well in the competition?
Yeah, very well. We all work really good together, and it's a really friendly, welcoming. If I was new, and all the referees and all the officials are very friendly, and I was nervous at the beginning, but not very long time.
Sandra, the relation with the athletes is very close. I think the people in Bosnia knows very well each other. Of course, that's no. What's the points that you have to control during the games to do that the relations don't interfere in the during the games?
Well, I know some of the players for more than 20 years, so you can imagine.
And Pornchuk
They are celebrating.
is still making good balls.
Yes. So I know some of them for many years, and we are what we can call we have a polite relationship. So we talk, we ask how are things, but during a match on court, I'm the referee and they are the players. Of course, it helps because they know me, they know the way I referee, and I know them, I know what they usually do or they don't. So it makes things easier. They trust us more, so it's easier to referee them. But that's the only thing. We don't mix, of course, we cannot mix things. And I think we manage that.
Very well. And the new generation of the referees, we are in the technology time, and we hear some things about the process of the measure of the balls, because it's very manual. Do you think that in the future you can change the way that we can measure the game, or we can referee the game?
I don't know. We have the system, the computer system, and sometimes when there are problems, there's a problem with the system, and I think it's good to measure manual, because there are different situations you have to choose and you have to come along with, and I don't know if there will be some things that will help to do this.
And Sandra, do you know something that are made about it in the future? The referee team are thinking in something in that way, or?
No, we are always thinking about things that can help us on courts, and to help players especially. But with technology, it's difficult to apply because we have to think worldwide.
Here during the event is running a new international referee course. Bosnia needs new referees, or what is this moment the point of in that way?
Well, we all need all kinds of jobs. We all need new people, new experiences, new ideas. So that's very important, and it's also important because if you look at the calendar of the competitions, there are so many competitions everywhere. So referees are needed, and we are volunteers, so sometimes we are not available to some competitions, and we need a sufficient number of referees so that competitions may, of course, happen.
And it's important to have referees from all countries.
The representative of the nations to be more. Here in the game, in the last end, Andrii Okulov made 2 points. at this moment, Matjaz Bartol is winning 5-2, and the game is during the fourth end. Coming back here again to these two referees, what is the highest point that one referee can have? What are your achievements, Suna, to have in your career as a referee?
My I want to go to the Paralympics once. Perhaps in Paris. That's what I
The
want
goal.
to. Yeah, that's the highest level, and that would be a fantastic experience.
To be there.
Yes.
Sandra, the Paralympics are definitively the key point of the career.
Yeah, I would say it's a completely different world. You get there, so many people, so many sports besides bocce, and even with bocce, it seems everything's special, everything's different. I went to Beijing, London, and Rio, and it was amazing. Of course, if I could, I would go to all of them.
And about the referee, there are some changes that you would like to see implemented in the process of the game, or how the referees are used.
Well, as I said, we are always thinking of things to help running the match. We are not important in a match, or that important players are, and we may not interfere. So we are always thinking about things that can change a little, at least, to help everyone on court. So things are shared, discussed, to see if it's easy to apply or not, if it makes sense or not. So
Okay, I know that you are almost in time to go
Yeah,
to
we
the
need to
to
go,
the
yeah.
call room. I don't know if you want to say some words, things about. Do you think about this
Well,
process?
I just wish that all of us, the referees, the officials, are doing a good job. I'm sure we are. Because what's important here is that the players play their game and have the success that they need, they want, they need to feel. So wish them luck.
The same as Sandra, and I want that the players have the best conditions to show their best, and I'm very happy to be a part of this.
Only one thing that I remember now, because when I have here someone to talking with me, they are talking a lot of the need of work to get better. The referees do that work too during the whole year. You have meetings all together to work about the rules, to to manage different things. How can the referees prepare to different championships?
Well, on BC4 websites, we have all the information we need, and we have a committee, a rules committee, as I said, and a referees committee. So, if we have questions, we don't have meetings in the sense that we all have get together and talk about it, but we share things that are worrying us, and we discuss things, and then in each competition, of course, we try to share with everyone, especially if there are new referees. So it's not
It's the way to
anything-
work
yeah.
it.
Now, for example, they are testing a system to evaluate referees, so that everyone does the same all over the world. So we try to do it, considering the time we have. It's not easy, but we try to do it, and we are doing it.
And the game here, we are talking, and the game is continuing. Don't stop with us. And at the end of the game, Matjaz Bartol is still winning 7-2 and finish winning 7. Andrii Okulov made 2 points, and Matjaz Bartol is the winner. I have to thank your presence here,
Yeah, thank you, André.
and good luck for the next games. And the tough games will continue soon.
Yes.
And
of
good job
course.
for you. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Now we'll continue trying to live stream the game between David Smith and Dimak from Thailand. The game will decide who will the first of the group. The first hand, Dimak won 2-0, but then David Smith made 5 points at this moment. 5 for David, 2 for Dimak. And I hope that you enjoy this game.